Since we talked 2 Fridays ago, I mean, it seems like the whole world is now following this saga and hoping for justice and accountability, hoping for healing for Brent. Tell us where we are now in the investigation and Brent's recovery, if you can.
Yeah. Yeah, sure thing. So right now, Brent is still in the hospital in Miami, and he had another surgery on Wednesday. So what is today? Anyways, he had a surgery on Wednesday night, another one. And I think this time the sutures are holding. So he is doing okay after that surgery. So we are now trying to figure out our plan of when we can get transferred to Dallas and what that looks like. And we still don't know yet. And so we're in the middle of that. And then with the investigation, um, I haven't heard a lot about what is going on other than they're investigating. I do know the three men that they arrested have been released, so they are no longer in custody. But I don't know anything beyond that. I do know that the chief of police has retired. And so they have a new chief of police. I'm not sure who that is yet, but they're doing their investigation to try to see if they will be pressing charges, is what I understand, is where we are waiting on them to continue their investigation, to talk to their attorney general there and figure out their next steps. So which is it's a bit, I'm trying to have trust in the justice system that we will have some accountability is really my prayer, is that we have these folks need to be accountable for what they did, and um, that's my prayer, that we are able to get that.
And so you told me they know who these guys are and they've even had them in custody, or tell me what's the situation there.
Yeah, they had them in custody, and the longest they can hold them is up to 3 days, and so after that, they are released while the investigation is ongoing. That's
So
right.
at least it's good news that they know who they are and they
They
seem
do.
to be. So are you worried that they're going to skirt the law on this and get away with it, and that the Bahama police just want to brush this under the rug?
I definitely think, I mean, I'm hoping they wanna do the right thing and have some accountability, and I'm trusting that they will. I do think that it's it's taking a while, and I just don't understand their process because it's very different from the United States, and how, in the United States, we would already know the names of these folks because they're not minors. Um, Here, it's just different. And I understand they can't give me all the information while the investigation is ongoing, but I definitely just want to make sure that everything eh, there is follow through and there's accountability, and that we get some answers eventually on what's going on. Um, so I have had strangers reach out to me and say, please, you know, keep the fight up. They've had things happen to them, and they're just like, please fight the fight for all of us, that we were really it's crazy the amount of messages that I've gotten from other people where they've been out of town and something has happened and nothing has happened. Do you know what I mean? So I do feel like hopefully the police investigators in Exuma are moving through a full investigation and not letting this go.
So since tell me about the response or reaction you've gotten since the story we did 2 Fridays ago.
Gosh, wow, it was just 2 Fridays ago. I feel like I've lived a lifetime in this couple weeks. The outpouring of love and support from our community and our friends and everyone, strangers, has been amazing, overwhelming. It's been, in the best way, overwhelming. Like, I just can't believe how many people have reached out for support, to support us through, the GoFundMe, through prayers, through helping us with meal train, through all the things that our friends and community and supporters have just wrapped their arms around us, and I'm so grateful. I just can't even express how grateful I am for that. We would be in a much different place, and so I feel like that is what's getting us through this day by day, and it just means the world to us.
Is Brent out of the woods when it comes to infection and a life or death situation?
He's not out of the woods when it comes to infection. He is. I So I guess with the risk of infection, you still have, because if you do get a bad infection, it can get into your blood and your bones, and that would be the absolute worst case scenario. So he's not out of the woods as long as he has these really deep open wounds. Well, they've closed the majority of them, but there are a couple of them that just you cannot close. You have to drain them and pack them and let them heal from the inside out, and that's just going to take time. So as long as those are open, that risk of infection is there, which is why they haven't released him yet. And even when they do, we don't know if our next step is going to be like a skilled nursing facility or home health care. Or I don't know. We don't know what that's going to look like this next chapter yet. But the risk of infection is definitely still real.
What do you want to say to people out there who are following this?
Yeah, I wanna you know what my hope is? I don't know if you wanna say this or not, but I almost wanted people to call, like, I want help calling, I don't know, JD, what I should really say about this, but I feel like the more people that are calling them, the better to keep this, front and center so that they really pursue, criminal charges against these men that did this to Brent. I want justice for Brent, and, that's what I wanna see. So the more concern, the better, because we really want justice for him, and I feel like the squeaky wheel gets the grease, you know? I do feel like we've got to keep, a megaphone on this until I see justice.
Well, I have a message into this detective Fulford. So he is gone for the day, but he's going to have a message with my name and number in the morning, and I'll try call again if I don't hear anything. So I'm
Okay,
doing
good,
my
and
part to make sure.
don't want to badmouth the Exuma investigators. I want them helping us, so I don't want to upset anyone there, but I also
Right.
am not going to just let it go.